Hey gathers, how we doing? Tonight we got some special guests with me. I've got my two sons, Patrick and Martin, and we're going to be talking a little bit about compassion. Patrick, first of all, what grade are you in? How old are you?
13, in 7th grade.
You gotta talk louder.
I'm 13. I'm in 7th grade.
What's one of your favorite things to do?
I like to play football.
There you go.
I like to play Madden.
All right, cool.
That's about it.
Cool. Martin, how old are you? What grade are you in?
I'm 10 and I'm in 4th grade.
10 and in 4th grade. What do you guys think? Have you guys been enjoying your homeschooling experience with this COVID stuff, or are
Yeah.
you sick of it yet?
I'm sick of the art teacher.
Yeah?
She was like, make a totem pole of like what represents you. And I totally forgot to do it, and so I took a piece of paper and I drew a totem pole, and it took me like 3 minutes. And then what she did, well, I actually got a notification on my phone. She like sent it back to me. she sent back the pictures. She didn't say anything. She sent them back because they were like so bad.
Patrick, you had to redo it though, right?
Man.
You turned it in and it
Yeah,
worked
I
out.
redid it, but
All right.
she.
How's your COVID experience so far? All right.
You know what? My math teacher isn't bad. I just really hate math.
Yeah.
But language arts, I love them.
You like language arts? Nice, nice. And what's one of your favorite things to do?
Let me think. I like to hang out with my friends on the PlayStation, and I like to go frog hunting in my pond.
Yeah, man, catching lots of frogs these days. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So today we're going to talk a little bit about compassion, because really what we're trying to explore is what the compassion of Christ is and how we can experience that too, and how we can kind of live into that. So we're going to be having a discussion about that. Any questions you guys have that you want to bring up at any time, go ahead. Feel free to interrupt, okay? But I'm going to start off with just a basic question. Is in your own words, what would you describe as compassion? What is compassion?
Why do you look at me? Okay, I think compassion is kind of like a feeling, like with or for someone. Like if you go to, I don't know, like you really like someone and you want to, like, I don't know, help them or care for them in a way that is it's like a little more special or better than like what a normal person would do.
Okay.
So that's what I think.
What do you think about that? What do you think about what he just said?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Great dialogue. It's great.
So, you guys have been having a hard time, I think, showing compassion towards each other lately.
That was once today.
What makes it hard? What makes it hard to have compassion? What makes it hard to be compassionate towards another person?
If another person isn't like, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's just like you generally in the moment, you just...
Talk louder.
It's just generally in the moment where you just don't like the person, you just can't.
Why? Where does that come from?
I don't know, just hatred from inside.
Yeah.
I definitely think like it's a certain way. Like if you have like a friend and you get in a fight, you hate them then. Like you're mad at them then, but like maybe like half an hour later, it's like we're still like best friends. But I definitely think it's hard to have compassion for someone if they don't have compassion for you. Because if you're trying to do something, like you're trying to help them, and then you kind of like are in trouble and you call them and they're like, no, I'm not gonna help you. It's kind of like I don't.
Yeah. But this is what I'm getting at. I mean, you guys have really been struggling to show compassion toward each other lately because you're with each other all the time at the house, and you start to just kind of do this thing where you interrupt each other all the time, or you take things from each other, you annoy one another on purpose. Where does that come from? What's going on?
Boredom.
Boredom?
It's so fun. Listen, this is gonna sound like really mean, but it's so fun to pick on him because he can't do anything. He's so tiny. But today, he can just squeal, and Dad will be like, "Patrick, you're grounded." But today, actually, for the past couple of weeks, we've been pretty fine. We've been taking turns on like the PlayStation chilling. But today, I was listening to music, playing Madden, and Martin told me to turn it off, and I said no because I didn't want to. And then he like told Chrissy because you can't like, stop me.
No, the reason why I did that I mean, I was pretty much fine with the music, but just because I wanted it to be off was because Patrick told me to go wash my feet and hands, and that's where that hatred comes from. I just could not.
I literally told him that because he was frog hunting and he saw like 6, but he didn't catch any.
Yeah.
So he walked in, his hands were all black and muddy, and his feet were dirty. He walks into the room and he starts getting on the phone. I'm like, dude, go wash your hands and feet. And then when I was playing Madden, I was like, Martin, I don't think you're actually mad at me. I think you're mad at me because I told you to go wash your hands and feet. It turns out I was right. He said no, but it turns out I was right.
Unsuccessful frog hunting day, absolutely freezing. My hands were like freaking, they were cold.
Yeah. It's kind of a cold day. But the thing is, I mean, what's a way that compassion can begin in here and actually change the way that we interact with each other? Because it seems to me like we get in this pattern where it's so easy for us to take advantage of each other and to take each other for granted, especially you guys being in the house and all of that. How can we turn that around so that compassion begins to flow out from us? Is that like a mystery or what?
No, I definitely think, because like every day, like at dinner, like you guys make it, and then afterwards, like kind of help you clean up and stuff like that. Wait, I have no clue. I had something going on. I lost it, so I don't know. We definitely
Two things.
Go.
No, one thing. Sorry.
Go ahead.
It's a mystery, like you said.
A mystery.
I thought we could try. I don't even know what to do because like we don't really do anything. Like today, I woke up at 11:30 and I checked my phone. I got on Snapchat and then I got on Clash of Clans and then I checked my Google Classroom and I see what we did, and then I came down here. Martin, we rock, paper, scissors for the laptop because we needed to do our homework.
Destroyed him.
Yeah, he went 2-0. But he beat me, and then he got the laptop, and I was upset. And so I just sat on my phone watching YouTube for like an hour and a half, and then Martin's like, I'm done. And it was like 1:30 by the time it was done. And Chris, Dad went to the gas station to get something.
Okay, so this is a long story.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm kind of.
But the basic message is you didn't do much today.
No, I didn't do anything.
You just got them ranting on it.
So that
bad.
people don't want to hear your whole catalog of how you did nothing today. That's not something that's interesting to them. But I want us to kind of look into the story of the Good Samaritan, because in the story when Jesus is talking about compassion, we looked at it a few minutes ago. He says that there was a man who was robbed, and then a priest comes by, and then a Levite or a temple worker comes by. Both of them ignore the man who's suffering in the ditch, who's dying in the ditch. They go to the other side and they keep going, right? But the Good Samaritan comes along, he sees the man, and it says he feels compassion for him. Now, the thing about it is the Samaritan doesn't know this guy, but he sees someone who's wounded or hurting or having a difficult time, and he feels with them. There's a connection that he has with this person. And the question is where does that feeling, where does that connection come from? Like, you get what I'm trying to ask you? What do you guys think? Why is it that the two first guys didn't feel anything? They just walked on the other side. But this guy felt this connection, like, I need to be there for this person. This person's having a hard time. Like, why does he have it and the other two don't?
Pride.
Ooh, interesting.
Because this is, well, I don't read the Bible for fun and stuff like that, but I know that one of the deadly sins is pride, like probably the worst one. And I think since he was a priest, he thought, I don't have to help him because I'm me. And I definitely think like the goal.
So pride is one of those things that can separate us from others, so we don't feel what they're going through.
And we don't
sort of like you when you're like, I'm the big brother and he's the little brother, so I can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. That's a good answer. Pride is good. Pride is good.
I just bet that they did have compassion, but they just rejected it.
You think that there was a sense of connection,
Yes.
but then, well, that can happen too. Why do you think that might happen?
Because maybe someone just doesn't really care enough. Maybe they do feel that like inside of them.
But they feel like I got other things to do, or
maybe something.
dude,
like
that happens
rejected.
a lot, right? That happens a lot.
I definitely think people don't mean to do it. Like if they see something that's like wrong, like there's trash on the floor, but they gotta go to like a business meeting, they won't pick it up because they gotta go. I definitely think they care, just not like enough to act on it, you know?
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, one of the big ways that blocks compassion are through this 3-word statement: "Not my problem." right? And that goes into our minds often. Like we see something going wrong and we say, not my problem. We're walking along the side of the road and like you said, there's a bunch of trash on the side. Oh, well, there shouldn't be a bunch of trash on the ground, but not my problem, right? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? And to me, when I hear those words, not my problem, that's the distance thing, right? Compassion says, no, that is my problem, right? Even though it's not directly me, that person's hurting, so it's my problem. Or this thing's going wrong. That makes it my problem. Even if technically it's not my problem. It is my problem, right? You get what I'm trying to say?
Like one day, it was windy outside, and me and Patrick and my friend Alex, we were just all playing. And this piece of plastic just comes rolling down.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I pick it up, and I'm like, oh, I found this piece of plastic. Alex picks it up and stuff. And then we just kind of let it go again. We don't have the compassion to go put it in the recycling bin. We just let it fly away.
Right. Or the other day when somebody said something to Patrick and you stood up for him, right? You could have said, well, that was Patrick's problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
we're not gonna go into that, but my point is this. You could have said that's Patrick's problem. It's not my problem. Hold on. Right? But you didn't. You said that's my problem, right?
That's the thing. They didn't just threaten Patrick. They were coming directly at us at the same time. I threatened them because they threatened me.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Well, we don't need to.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. But
my point is this. My point is this: is those three words, not my problem, is a block to compassion.
Or when someone's like, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
There you go. That's a block to compassion because compassion, remember, is suffering with or undergoing with somebody. What they're struggling with, you're struggling with, and you feel that together. That's that knot in your stomach. That's the connection between what they're undergoing and what you're feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus encourages us to have that feeling, to have that sense of, this is my problem. You know what I mean? What's going on is my problem. I need to feel with them. I need to be with them. I need to undergo those things with them.
I kind of think this whole entire thing relates to like the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated. Because if we think about this, when Jesus like helped us, like when he was like in human form and helping us, he didn't have to do that.
Right.
He was vibing up there. He was fine, but he chose to come down and help us. Because I feel like if he was like us, he would want someone like us to come down and help.
Excellent, because he would be with us.
Yeah.
That's his thing. Christ is compassion. God is compassion because he chose to be with us in our suffering. And so he's encouraging us, live this way. Feel what other people are feeling. Think about what they're going through, right? Cut off that whole mindset of this is not my problem, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what the Samaritan did. Because I feel like he's like a Samaritan, but back then was like a poor person or something like that. Maybe he was in that situation, the exact same thing, and no one helped him. And he was like, if I was in that situation, which I was, I would want someone to help me. And so I think he did. He helped him because...
Yes, it's a connection. Connection. And my encouragement to you over the next few weeks of this or months or whatever this COVID stuff is you build that connection. You grow that connection between you two. And you guys out there, you build the connection, man. Build the connection, vibing, right? That's right. So, and work on taking those three words, not my problem, and removing them from your mind and your heart. Right? Well, you guys, we're really glad that you joined us for this little family lesson here. And